the only person that you're going to have to satisfy is yourself. If you're not satisfied, that means that you lived your life for someone else or something else. The corporate world for me was not anything that I saw in my future. We're so concerned about what other people think of us. We're so concerned about what other people say. There's no one stopping me except me. I'm the only one pulling the strings back.
If you could go back in time to your 25-year-old self, knowing everything that you know today, what's one thing you would tell him?
Life can only be what you decide it will be.
And can you believe that dude is 61 years old? Absolutely amazing. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Shaun C. The clip that you just saw was a video that I came across titled, "The 61-year-old's advice will make you rethink everything." And it's by a channel called Sprout. Today, I decided I wanted to actually kind of bring something that's a little bit more positive. And here on this channel, one of the big core philosophies, as you all know, my gents, it's about purpose. It's about being the best version of yourself. Despite what the outside world says, despite what these women might say, we have to be the example that we want to see. And this is why I thought it was so important to get this advice from this man who 61 years old, but he looks absolutely amazing. And so I believe that the best way to come out and be that best version is to be the type of person positive energy radiates from, because in that, I believe, is the perpetual fountain of youth. I have my book down in the description where I talk about my fitness health journey that has helped me be successful. Additionally, there's some products that I use that I think would help you all too. Make sure you also hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started.
2 years ago, I stumbled into a small bar in Kobe in Japan, where I found an African-American man singing and dancing his heart out to a bunch of Japanese people. Immediately, I went up to him, and once I started speaking to him, I knew I had to interview him. That sparked what has been a 2-year-long friendship with Wins, one of the youngest 60-year-olds I've ever met in my life, but also one of the most inspiring people I've ever been grateful to meet.
Amazing.
Our last interview with Wins has almost 1 million views at this exact point, and so we decided to bring him back to share even more incredible life advice and wisdom that I guarantee will make you rethink everything.
Just looking at this man in those clips, looking at how much fun he's having, how much life is coming from him, despite everything going on right now, that was so motivating to me. Because as y'all know, before my daughter came out here, I was in a bad way. I was in a bad way because I was so caught up with everything going on, which we should be, because all of this stuff is going to affect us, right? But you also have to try to live life at the same time. You're not promised tomorrow. So you're so worried about things that at the moment you can't worry about. It's kind of like when you're at work, right? You shed work at work. And when you come home, you might vent a little bit, but then you let it go. And then you enjoy the moments that you have while you're home. That's what I get from a gentleman like this.
Good morning, everyone. How are you, Will?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, Wins, how old are you?
Let's see. The last time I checked, I was 61.
Damn.
Now, that could change
Oh my
as of
God.
tomorrow or the next day, depending on how I feel. But today, I feel good. So I could actually be 22.
I swear that dude moved better than I do. I mean, I'm looking at him bouncing around and I actually got tired, okay? I saw him bouncing around and I'm sitting here looking for an asthma inhaler that I don't even own. My God, man.
What does it feel like to be 61?
Well, you know, I never think about my age. I never ask anyone their age because the age is only a number for me. And I can't let it direct my life. I can't let it direct my future. If I want to do something, I just do it. I don't think about the age. So I couldn't tell you how it feels to be 61. I can tell you I feel good. And I knew that I would. So good.
Yo, this dude looked like he could be younger than me. That is crazy. He's 61. And here it is. I'm looking like I got beat up. You know, look like life then put me in the dryer and then wrung me around. and this dude is bouncing around like everything is all right. You know what? That is very inspiring, man. That's why I'm playing this video.
What makes you different in the attitude that you have about aging than most people that are around you? I mean, we've known each other for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
And the way that you think about your age compared to people who are also in their 60s and around that age is super different. Where do you think people go wrong in that process?
Old values, old ideas of living a fulfilling life in the way that we were taught, but sometimes with distractions and lifestyle gets in the way that you don't get a chance to actually fulfill a lot of the dreams that you dream or you thought or even you think about on a daily basis. Going forward, it should be that we refocus ourselves and we relearn everything that we thought we knew. And we make the moves and we make the dreams that we've always had come true.
That answer right there resonates with me. And why it resonates with me is because I had a car accident on 12/13/14, December 13, 2014. And my life was turned upside down. And if you've been a gent of this channel long enough, you've heard me reference the car accident. The reason that was such a significant time for me is because the car accident literally reset the way that I looked at myself and the way that I looked at my life. I remember when I thought that the world was falling down, one of the questions that my uncle asked me that I still use to this day, that my daughters know that I'm going to ask the question when stuff goes wrong, what's your plan? Like, you can sit there and cry, you can sit there and say, yo, woe is me, but what is your plan? In some instances, it's gonna feel like, well, my plan ain't gonna work in this situation. But you have to understand that your plan, your purpose, is the thing that when it's hard to get out of bed, when it's hard to know what the next step is, it is your purpose, your plan. It's going to make you get up the next day. It's going to allow you to be able to say, this is where I'm going. And I have a clear direction and I need to go ahead and I need to take it. So when I hear that this dude is 61, moving around, living his best life, as I always talk about on this channel, it inspires me.
Question, but what is something you have unlearned that has significantly helped you develop the mindset that you have today?
I would say one thing that I've unlearned is the hesitation. If I want to try something, I want to do something, I just find a way. I have a routine to say, if I'm going to try something, I may fail the first 100 times, but I'm okay with that because I know that it's a slow process. I've actually designated about 100 times that I would actually try to do it. And I should be able to attempt it and complete it at that point. So that's my mindset.
So anytime you're going to attempt something different, you give yourself at least 100 attempts.
Yes, that would actually eliminate any frustration that would come along with that. We have become conditioned to seeing everything very glossy.
Yeah.
If it's not perfection, it's not something that will work.
Yo, this dude just described one of the problems that I have. One of the things that sometimes keeps me from filming, one of the things that keeps me from doing videos like this sometimes is wanting it to always be perfect. And the amount of time that I waste trying to create perfection in every one of these videos, it's numbing almost. And let's be fair, if for my military brothers out there, brothers and sisters out there, y'all know when we do things, we can't half-ass them because the expectations are high, right? What is expected of us is always been, the highest standards. And so I haven't been able to turn that off since I've become a civilian. But understand this, him talking about giving yourself a certain amount of time in order to learn something, a certain amount of time for you to be able to fail, or a certain amount of attempts. He said that it takes away that anxiety from it. Think about it. Most people never start anything because they're worried about the failure. So if you give yourself so many tries and attempts, then guess what? Now you're not worried about it because those failures are built into the process.
If we can't do it the first time, the second or the third time more than likely won't work. That's the mindset that we've given ourselves. Maybe we have to look at two different lifestyles that we're living. One that is actually directed towards the authoritism that we've actually been under. And the other is that others or people are going to decide you know, I'm really tired of living this kind of life. Now I have this open vision and things are opening up. And now I feel that I can actually go the direction that I really want to go in. This will be the dividing factor, I think.
That last part that he talked about, it was the being up under systems. I knew this at an early age. Just showed my daughter that I showed her what I wrote at 17 because I wanted her to have an understanding that 17-year-old me wrote something down, and here it is 30 years later, the things that I wrote down starting to come to fruition. And it's because I have a plan. I have a purpose. Part of that is the reason that I decided to branch out from the norms and spend some time in Mexico and live in Mexico and be a part of those people that embrace me in there to live a different lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you, I am forever transformed by it. This is another reason I speak highly about purpose. This is another reason that I speak highly about what's your plan. Because when all else fails, the plan, the purpose is what's going to keep you, it's going to give you the hope, especially in a time where it feels hopeless. Listen, gents, I'm going to link this video down in the description below. Let me hear from you and know what your thoughts are on this. And that's why you're going to want to check out this next video, because if you're a gent of mine, you already know that this video is good. I don't even know why you were holding back. Just go ahead and watch it. You won't regret it.